Thank you for tuning in to the World Builder's Anvil, episode 220, part 4 of Marcus and the Jewels of Daivvavaahra.
And the Funky Bunch.
No Funky Bunch!
Don't know where to start building your fantasy world?
Do you need more? Does it make sense?
Forget any worries and become a crafter of imagination.
This is the place where we will prime your mind.
Now, it's time to heat up the forge.
Break out the mithril ingots and hammer.
Welcome to the World Builder's Anvil. I'm Jeffrey W. Ingram.
And I'm Michael Miller.
Let's sup from the mug of Java and build. Welcome back. As always, my name is Jeffrey W. Ingram.
And under the weather, I am Michael Miller. I apologize if I have to sniffle or cough or gag during this episode. I'm a little sick right now. It's definitely affecting my throat and my voice.
Okay, well then I won't make any gagging jokes.
Yeah, please don't. There's enough gags on the show. So
yeah, that's why we get paid the big bucks.
So, episode 4. If you have been paying attention, you might remember that we have left our heroes, Marcus and Gregor. Gregor is his buddy. Gregor has run down the street of, what is it, Butcher's Lane, Butcher's Alley?
Butcher's Lane.
Is it Butcher's Lane? I thought it had a more nefarious...
Butcher's Alley, you're right.
Is it Butcher? But even Butcher's Alley doesn't quite sound right. Did you write that down?
That's what I had. I had Butcher's Lane written down here, but I could be wrong. Maybe it is
Butcher's Lane. I seem to remember it having a little more of a scary title, but that's not too bad. So, Marcus, as a diversionary tactic, has started a fire in somebody's house. And multiple fires, actually. He's started 3 small fires in the hopes of starting a big fire that will distract the thug gang of Thormear who are down the street. And they're in the way of Marcus and Gregor getting from point A to point B.
Mm-hmm. And where we had exactly left off, you had kind of slipped out and across the street quickly as many members of the gang start rushing over. Because the one side benefit is they commit extortion upon everyone in Butcher's Alley. And so whenever there's a problem, the gang responds to it, and there's no actual firefighting group in the city, but since they're paying money to the gang will show up and help do buckets. And actually neighbors will too, because they don't want their homes to burn down. So
it's a helpful community, even though these guys are extortionists.
Mm-hmm. So now you're slipping down the road.
You may have to remind me of my my goal right now. I realize we have to get Thormear's axe, but is that what we're doing right now?
Yes, and essentially what you were going to go do is Gregor went out ahead of you and was going to either try and get the axe, or he was going to be near the back entrance to the place where Thormear lives. So that is the plan.
All right, well...
So he should be there either way.
Okay. Well, let's make our way to their... It's a hangout, right? It's like they have their own little place.
Yes. So essentially it is a tavern. The upper floor is essentially where Thormear's room is. There's actually a back exit with stairs going directly into his chambers, which is very convenient. So, but no one would have the courage to break in there.
Well, or the stupidity, but that's what we're about to do. The thing is, I mean, if he's not in there... Odds are pretty good his axe isn't either, which is what concerns me.
It depends on what he's doing.
Well, exactly.
So if he's out fighting a fire, he probably does not bring his axe with him.
Well, right. I don't know if I don't know if he is, I don't know.
He typically uses the axe when he's making a visual point. It's a larger axe. Not quite what you think of as sort of like a dwarven battle axe, but it's a big axe.
All right. Well, let us get in the door.
Okay, so you kind of shoot up. You cut down an alley and slide up sort of the back way to the back way. And one of the interesting things is this road actually gets cut off. So it looks like it's a big major road, but it's only a few hundred feet and then it stops. But there's tons of alleys. You wiggle through the alleys because you know your way there. And you come up, and Gregor is not outside.
He's not outside the building?
No.
Okay, well, I'm going to go up the back stair. Or actually, what are my odds that things are not locked because everyone ran out of the building in a hurry? So let's...
Things are very high. It's not locked. There is no lock in the door. Like I said, Thormear has never been robbed.
Because he does the robbing.
It's right. So this is the middle of his turf, so it's unlocked. There's usually guards there, but the guards outside of his door are not there.
All right. Well, let's go inside. Hopefully there's nobody to see or deal with.
The alleyway, it's unusually empty. It's usually kind of active here. Sort of the tavern spills out into this tiny alley on the side of the alley. And you come around and slide up the stairs very quickly, quietly but quickly, and you get up to the door.
Try it.
You lift up, and the latch is not attached, so you push right in, and you see Gregor sitting down on Thormear's bed, and there's about 5 guys in there, including Thormear's brother.
The big dude.
Who has a big toothy grin.
Big, missing toothy grin. Thormear's brother, where's his... I have his name here somewhere. I'm trying to find it.
Raven.
It really is Raven.
Thormear, Raven, a little brother's... Yep. It's Raven.
Wait, no. Do you want to know why this is giving me grief? Ravens is the name of the bar owner who was murdered when we did...
No S. It's just Raven. But that would be a common name.
It would be a common name?
Yes.
Okay.
It's actually named after a god. So it's sort of like be called Jesus.
Fair enough. I just didn't think you'd want to repeat a name so closely.
It's not plural. It's Raven, not Raven.
It's close enough that you're the one creating it that I didn't know if you'd want two things so similar. That's all.
Well, they happen to be because it's in the episode I'm looking at right now. So you didn't catch it then. It's too late now.
I so don't remember that being his name, but okay. Thought it was different.
You're probably stuck on the hound part in the description, and he is holding a very large sludge, and essentially, your buddy Gregor looks a bit sheepish.
Wow. I'm just gonna roll here to take a second, and this is literally, if I roll really good, will you give me a moment to think?
Yes.
I rolled a 6, which is plenty good. Okay, so I am kind of stuck. This is not usually... I don't usually have a moment where like this, where I have no idea what to do, but I really have no idea what to do. And this character,
yes.
Part of me is thinking, screw it, I'm out, and run. But at the same time, that really leaves Gregor in a bad position. And
also would make the job impossible.
Well, right now the job is looking pretty impossible unless I fast talk things. Let's try something. Let's try something.
I feel crappy you wasted that 6.
That's okay. I rolled a 13 to fast talk. Guys, you gotta come out here. There's a fire down the street. I just came here to warn everybody. Gregor, what are you doing here?
Some of the guys start to move, and Raven is like, guys, stop it. Stop it.
Like I'm... the whole block could burn. We have to help.
You need to come in and sit down next to your friend. There are plenty of guys out there to take care of the fire. Just come sit here. Thormear will be here shortly. Roll your alertness.
8, 9, 10.
Okay. Yeah, you hear steps, several footfalls coming up the stairs behind you.
Turn.
And you see Thormear coming up with about 5 more guys. And there are 5 more guys at the base down there. And you hear a loud explosion back towards the butcher shop.
Okay.
And now your intelligence would tell you the way you lit the fire and several people responded, it seems excessive. I mean, it would be shot, especially this quickly, that like there's an explosion, but you can kind of see the flare up over the roofs, the light.
The light, yeah.
And you can kind of hear the loud sound, a little vibration.
I think he has to suck it up and deal with this situation. I mean, he's trapped, and Gregor's in there too, so it's like, this could be the end.
Gregor's like, it's okay. Just come in.
All right, so step inside super apprehensively and on pins and needles.
It's like, I don't have any bone with you, but Thormear wants you, not me.
Wait, who says this?
Gregor says this. And then Thormear comes up to the door behind where you had just stepped in from. Yeah, he's right. You're the one I want. Friend?
Boy, I hope so.
It's like, you can go. And Gregor gets up, he kind of shrugs, and he walks out.
Is this just a bad happenstance, like they happen to catch him, or do I think that I've been double-crossed?
You kind of think you've been double-crossed. You find it very interesting. He told you that he doesn't have a bone to pick with you. That's a very weird phrase for him to say. You think there could be a message hidden in there?
Well, yeah, no, I get that. And for those of you that haven't listened, Gregor and Marcus stole a bone from a tomb, and that bone is being used in this caper that they're trying to plan. That bone is needed to... Did he have the bone? I thought I had it.
Neither one of you have it at this point. Bruno is finishing it up.
We did get. We did
ready tomorrow.
Give it to him. Okay.
You gave it to him so he could carve it.
I couldn't remember if we did that first or if we went for the axe first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's saying I don't have a bone to pick with you. I guess he's kind of signaling like, look, I'll go, be ready for the bone. I guess.
Yeah. Yes. Or you need to get the bone.
Or I need to. Either way, it's not a great signal.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. So I guess I am in this room with like 10 dudes, including Thormear and his brother.
Raven. Yeah? Time up. Take him down to the cellar.
What?
After this,
is that really necessary? We can work this out.
You feel a very large hand sort of grab to where a finger is on one side of your neck, a finger is on the other side of your neck, and the palm kind of goes down towards your shoulder blades, and just kind of grabs you like that.
Yeah.
Very
big,
large palm.
Very big hands.
Can I gag him too? Yeah, you can gag him.
I thought you said there wouldn't be any gagging any gagging jokes.
I don't know what you mean. Okay, so he sits there and he puts a gag in you. I can't stand hearing you talk. Jeez.
Does he really talk this way?
Yes.
Did we establish that? I think this is the first.
No.
Okay, I was going to say.
No, that hit me on the fly. I thought it would be sort of funny.
He's like Mike Tyson.
Ties you up, drags you downstairs.
Lovely.
Roll your alertness one more time.
Go gadget alertness. 10.
Okay. You notice Thormear is not carrying his axe, and you do not see the axe in his room.
Nice.
So either he's moved it or it's already gone. You're not sure.
It's entirely possible that Gregor got it out.
Potentially already.
Boy, I hope so. All right, so I'm gagged, so you got to tell me what's going on since I can't talk.
You get dragged it down to the cellar, They leave 2 guys to physically watch you. If his gag comes off, beat him. If his hands come out, beat him.
See, I like that you're doing that because it always bothers me when they capture people and then they just tie them up and leave them in a room. It's like you've got all these, henchmen. Just have literally one henchman in there just watching. And if they do anything, yeah. I am going to try, as long as if my hands are tied in a fashion where they cannot see my hands, I at least want to get my hands free if I can.
Your hands are tied out in front of you.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah. It's almost like these guys don't trust you. And you kind of sit. you sit there and actually you're probably friendly with both these guys. You know they won't help you, not in this scenario because you've been caught, but they're kind of friendly with you in general. But you're pretty sure that if you somehow get to talk to them, they will just beat you. But a few hours pass by, and then Thormear shows back up and Raven, and they're both kind of covered in some soot, look really annoyed as they come walking in. Quite a little fire you set there. Pull the gag down. I want to talk to him. One of the guys comes over. Hook pulls out the gag. A bit over dramatic there, kid. Now, where's my axe?
How would I know?
Went missing earlier today, and then you show up. You're about the only one dumb enough to steal shit from me or hurt my family. What'd you do with my axe?
I haven't done anything with your axe. Gregor and I have been out running around all day long. We just got back into town.
He kind of looks at you for a second.
Why would I lie? Why would I steal your axe?
All right, Gagum, I believe him. It won't matter for much longer anyway.
Wait. Like, why won't it matter?
You'll find out. Gag him.
Wait,
beat him. Gag.
That was gross.
And like shove a whole freaking pitchfork in there, jerks. Okay. So he's gone. A little while later, 2 more guys come in, and they actually kind of swap out with the 2 guys there. One of them seriously hates you, and the other one, you don't have no idea who he is. Some new guy you're guessing.
Lovely.
And they kind of sit there and watch you, and finally you end up falling asleep just sitting there.
Okay.
Nothing happens to you until the next morning. All of a sudden, you just feel like you kind of rush awake as you get pulled forward and up, and you just kind of, your eyes sort of blur open, and you see Raven sort of pulling you up towards him, and then he shoves you against the wall. And harsh thud kind of cracks the middle of your back, though, so there's a side benefit to it.
Well, that's always nice.
And he kind of holds you there and kind of steps off to the side with his arm holding your chest. And you see standing across the room next to Thormear is a foreign-looking gentleman who you've never seen this man up close before, but he looks very similar to Xanatos.
Yeah. So for those of you paying attention, Xanatos is the merchant that we are trying to rob.
This is your thief?
Am I still gagged?
Yes. Thormear just responds, yes, it is. It's him. I don't know if there's anyone else, but he's definitely involved.
I'm just like shaking my hand. Like, I'm not involved. What are you talking about?
Interesting. Put him in my wagon. And you get dragged out by Raven, sort of pulled by the scruff. and they start walking up, and you see essentially like just a Teamster's wagon there, and they throw you in it, and then just start chucking sticks like not firewood, but like long thin sticks, bundles of them. They just start throwing them all on top of the wagon, and sort of it kind of crushes you, but not really.
It's just covering me so I can't move.
Yes, and it's also like the city guard, doesn't see like someone being dragged back and gagged to the city.
And I imagine they probably wouldn't care if they recognized me anyway.
Okay, so you go, and the wagon starts to pull off, and you kind of ride for a little while. It smells of stick, and you all of a sudden you come to you hear some people talking. You can't quite make it out. The language is kind of muffled through the noise of the crowd, plus the sticks interrupt sound. And then all of a sudden the wagon starts going again, and then it stops very quickly. And you can start hearing the sticks getting pulled off.
Do I have any friends? Like, if this guy starts asking me, like, is there anyone that I could say, no, like, I'm not a thief. I work for the Cooper. Like, is there anyone I'm friends with that I could use as a cover story that could get verified?
You could lie, but you are a street urchin. You're not really even attached to a gang. So I mean, you could go with like father. That might be interesting, but that might also not work to what you want it to either.
That's true.
But you could lie and say you work for someone in town. I'll let you do that if asked.
I'm just trying to think of what's going to be the best way to try to fast talk my way to not getting stabbed.
Okay, and just to let you know, you've lost 1 health, just sort
Fair
of,
enough.
Being crushed for a long period of time. As the sticks start coming off, you
hang
notice.
On a second. While I was under there, did I have enough movement to get myself out of the ropes?
I'll give that to you.
Well, because if that's the case, then I would have tried to get out of the wagon.
The sticks were heavy. There was
not enough wiggle.
There was a little wiggle, but you just
leverage.
Can't get your arms up. Yeah.
Okay.
And so, but as it comes up, and they start undoing it, you happen to notice that there are a couple gentlemen here that a couple. My God, where are all my names?
Can I bolt? Is there an opportunity for me to jump between 2 people and run? Is there an opportunity for me to run?
Well, there are 4 guys on top of the wagon. You recognize Brutus and Julius right away.
Hang on, let me double check my names. Brutus and Julius. I remember Nero, Gaius, and Commodus.
I'm sorry, it's Nero and Gaius and Commodus.
Okay.
Right there.
Okay, and they are father's teamsters, right?
Yes, who were sent to help cause a distraction.
Okay, so maybe this is part of the plan.
And you, as it starts to stuff starts to come off, you see them, and you notice that you're actually in that castle in the middle of town.
Right. So I'm actually where we planned on being, but this is not how I expected to get here.
Not how you expected to get here.
Yeah, I expected to get here unbeknownst to Xanatos, not actually brought here by him.
Mm-hmm. With the one minor problem that you didn't have the inside guy.
We didn't lock that up yet?
No, remember? As soon as he realized that you were working with Gregor, he told you to go screw.
So basically, we don't have the inside guy. We don't have the bone. And the guy we're trying to rob is aware of us. So we have 0 going for us other than I am inside the compound.
Other than you're inside the compound. Yes, with your 3 teamsters.
Yes, so right now that's not a help.
As they're unloading the wagon, there are archers sitting there. You can try and move if you want to. You can try and get away.
Probably a bad idea.
but you have a feeling that they see you.
Yeah.
And you'd probably have several arrows put into you before you could get very far. And the guy drags you out, and Nero goes, "Hope you have a good night. See you tomorrow." And he kind of pushes you out of the wagon. And pushes you out to the feet of Sinan.
Sinan. Okay. Yep.
You're not inside guy, who promptly then sort of picks you up by the gruff and starts to drag you inside the tower.
Interesting. So now I'm inside the tower, which is where I wanted to be. I'm still tied and gagged, though.
You are still tied and gagged. He walks in. There's some furniture down here. Obviously, there is a place for people to sit and eat down here. There's no place to sleep. He takes you up the stairs, which wind on the outside wall of the tower, and when you get to the second floor, there are actually 3 small cells. He takes you and puts you into one of the cells, takes the gag off, takes the binding off, and says, "You're not going to need it here." And says, and goes out and actually locks the door with you inside.
Sinan, what the hell is going on?
Apparently, Xanatos knew about your little plan that you had with Gregor, and Gregor gave you up.
Any chance of me getting out of here?
He's like, "From here, I don't know how I can help you." He's like, "If I walk you out that front door, they'll just kill both of us."
You could accidentally drop the keys.
And then they just kill me.
Fair enough. Can I open this lock?
You might be able to. You have, you've been if you have a hidden lockpick on you somewhere, you would have had the rest of your gear taken off of you. Mm-hmm. I should have probably mentioned that before you got untied.
That's fair enough, but he's a thief, so he's always going to have 1 or 2 little things hidden somewhere.
He probably has 1 or 2 little things hidden away there.
All right, so as soon as unless Sinan's going to talk a little more, then...
Oh, he said there, yeah, he's there for you to talk to.
Why did Gregor give me up? Like, what the hell is going on?
They don't tell me crap. I'm an idiot. I'm a big broody guy, so they put me in here to do things for Xanatos. He'll be here not too long. He wants to meet with you.
Lovely. Do you know what kind of guy he is?
Scary. And you actually see him step just like kind of like almost like appear, like kind of coming up the stairs, but you didn't hear him coming up the stairs. Mm-hmm. And he just kind of walks in, and he kind of turns and looks into the cell. And he's like, "What is your name, thief?"
James.
Nice to meet you, James.
I don't know if I can say the same. Why am I here?
Because I've been kind of following you and your friends. Where are your friends? The rest of them. There's a girl.
What friends? The messengers?
What messengers?
I work for the messengers across town.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. You can keep telling me this, or you can tell me what I want to know, which is there's a girl you were working with, and there was a guy you were working with in the Carpenters Guild. I know him. We're watching him. I need you to come with me.
I don't know what you're talking.
Now, if I let you out of the cell, you're not going to try something stupid and force me to kill you, are you?
I don't know why I'm here. I don't want to be killed. Like, I don't understand.
Let me explain. Sinan, unlock the door. And Sinan goes and he unlocks the door, and he's like, "Just follow me. The archers are instructed to kill you."
Just do as says. I'm an itty bitty worm on a big hook right now.
And you kind of follow him up the stairs again, and you get to the top room where there's a pedestal, and there are the gorgeous series of a necklace, and it looks like a gem that goes on top of a scepter, maybe gigantic. It's roughly the size of your fist, and it is a ruby, and and the other things are rubies with like emeralds around them. Necklace and it looks like the top of a scepter and a crown. Crown is made of gold, and it also has rubies on the tips of it. You've never seen like this much bling in your life, let alone
all in one place.
And one thing sitting there, and he's like, "This is why you're here, or this is why you were trying to come here, and why I brought you here."
I just play confused. Like I have no cards to play. I've got no resources right now, so I'm just trying to run with denial.
He's like, "You are more than welcome." He's like, "To take one of those picks on you, and if you can get the gems, I'll let you walk out of here." And you see like a long, thin smile upon his face. He's like, and you see him like lift his hand and kind of wave it over you. He's like, "Well, you have one in your hair, I think right behind your ear. Sloppy guard would have missed it, huh?" He kind of looks over at Sinan. "Child, you can just pull it out yourself and go and take the gems right now in front of you. If you can get them out of the case, I will let you walk right out of the keep with the gems."
I'm not a thief.
He kind of just is like looking over at Sinan, and he holds his hands up, and you can feel like one of the lockpicks that's sort of woven in your hair start to like shake a little bit, and it just kind of comes out, and he just catches it. He's like, "Could you open your hand, please?" And he drops the lockpick right into your hand. Right there?
Right there, what? He's pointing back at the jewels?
Mm-hmm. And you know, he's studying you right now. He is studying you. He seems indifferent to anything else. He's very much watching your face.
I mean, I can't do anything. Like, I know if I try, it's going to kill me. So,
yes.
I'm not going to let on. I mean, obviously he knows everything, and I'm just trying to be like, it's your word against mine right now. So there's nothing I can do. Like, I have no choice here.
Roll your acting.
12, middle of the road.
Take him to the cell.
Okay.
Have a good night. I will finish this tomorrow. And you see he kind of walks ahead of you down the stairs. Sinan is like, "Come on." And by the time you get to the stairs, he's like completely gone.
Obviously, we were in way over our heads with this dude.
So you get back down. He locks you in and is like, "Good luck, dude." Dude's not really a word we used in this time period, but I just learned it and decided to use it for you right now.
I mean, he could say best of luck. There'd be nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm screwed.
He's like, "So you know about the thing inside the pedestal, huh?"
Is he... I'm sorry.
That's Sinan. That's Sinan. This is after Xanatos is gone.
Oh, I thought he was saying good luck, dude, and he left.
No. He said that. He started to leave, then he stopped and turned around and asked you the question.
I'm debating on whether or not I even want to say anything to him because he's got no reason to keep it to himself. So I'm not about to mess with a mage.
He kind of leans up to the cell. He's like, I know this is crazy. If you have a way to get out of there, you can go. I leave every night. So you could go up and get it. We could meet up, cut Gregor right out, and split the spoils ourselves.
I'd be down for that, but there's nothing I can do to get it out of there today.
It's like, obviously, you know about the pedestal. How are you going to get around it? I can help you with that.
This is only a day later, right? It was going to take him like 3 days to make the...
Tomorrow morning is when
it'll be ready.
It will be ready, yeah.
But what's tomorrow morning? 8 a.m., 2 a.m.?
Well, time is not that precise.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Before noon.
Before noon, okay. So, odds are that I won't be able to access that until, Xanatos will be coming up the stairs in the morning before it's ready.
You think? That's if he really shows up.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. Do you know Bruno?
Oh, the guy has been watching in the Carver's Guild. He's probably going to send some guys over there tonight to take the guy out.
If you can get over there and warn him, and he's got something for me. If you can get that back here before Xanatos gets to him or Xanatos gets to me, then I'll take you up on your deal.
All right. Let you know I can't feed you.
I understand.
Don't escape. I tell you, you got 50-50 shot Xanatos shows up tomorrow.
Yeah, let's hope. Let's hope the odds are
I
in my
don't.
favor.
Unless he thinks that you have something for him, he might or might not even deal with you tomorrow. Guy's busy.
What would make him busy?
He's been going back and forth talking to the prince.
How do we keep him busy or a prince busy?
You really can't. But if he's dealing with the prince, then he can't. If the prince calls, that's the guy he's mainly trying to sell it to.
I know, but I'm trying to think if there's any way we can keep him busy before he decides to, send his attention my way.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of anything. If you can think of anything, I am welcome to.
You're streetwise, right? Roll your streetwise.
Yeah. 12. Not great.
Okay, that's good enough. Your cousin, and I call him cousin, but he's not really related. Mm-hmm. He's not family. He's just someone who you knew a lot. Mm-hmm. Has been working as a page in the prince's court.
Okay.
Now, he has no influence or contact with the prince himself, but he has the garb of the prince. He could possibly be persuaded to deliver a message to pull Xanatos away.
I mean, that could get him killed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's better than getting me killed.
And what are your disadvantages?
Right.
Are you? Is your character so willing to let this one go?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm like, well, listen. So explain the bit to him. Just see if you can tell him that all I need is him to get a message to Xanatos in the morning to come to the castle in the morning.
All right, I'll go see if I'll hunt him down. I'm sure he'll. I'm sure Eric will call him. We'll be hanging out in the old neighborhood. I'm sure they don't let him sleep at the palace at night.
Tell him I'll make it worth his while.
He sort of nods, and he's like, "You're here on your own. I ain't gonna even watch you. I'm going downstairs to eat."
Jeff, I'm not gonna make it worth his while. I'm lying. And if I get out of here with the jewels, I'm not gonna meet up with Sin, and I'm lying to him too.
Forget all these guys. If I make it out of this alive, this is like my retirement fund.
This is like a several retirement.
Yeah,
funds.
this is me. Like, I'm out.
Okay, so he finally turns around and he goes down. He kind of looks around, like he just realized that maybe the guy could have just appeared behind him and he wouldn't have known that. Mm-hmm. So he just kind of like looks around like, oh shit, and then he just shrugs and goes downstairs. You kind of hang out.
So let me think about the jewels again for a moment. There is a crown, there is a jewel, and there
like an actual like tort kind of necklace.
Okay,
like sort of a hard, not like a dangly one, but like a hard necklace with a couple gems.
Okay, so necklace, crown, and a big fat jewel. So there's not actually a scepter, but this jewel might go onto one.
Yes, it's like the scepter is either gone or whatever. But it looks like it could have fixed the top of a little short staff.
All right. So this is stuff that I can conceal in a bag, which is good.
Yes. And you're sort of sitting there and you're thinking about the jewels. And you realize you're drooling, so you kind of start wiping away like, okay, at least I have, if Senna can come through, at least you have a chance. You have a chance.
Yeah.
You're pretty sure that you're not walking out of here if Senna don't come back.
Is there any like rags or anything? Obviously, they took my stuff. I'm going to need something to wrap them up with and carry them in.
No, but there's actually plenty of stuff up in the other room. There are bags and other storage type of stuff upstairs beyond.
But are they
the pedestal?
But are they things that you might see a person like me carrying, or are they?
Oh no, it's not. No, it's like bags and it's like tarp bags and stuff and boxes.
Okay, there's other storage junk.
Freight type of storage.
Okay.
Yes.
I was thinking like, the velvet bag that it might be carried in. I'm like, yeah, my character's not going to be walking around with a velvet bag. He, burlap, sure. Like if I'm going to be carrying this stuff around, I got to make sure I don't get robbed. So I need to make it look like I am poor and there's nothing on me but rags. Especially since as soon as I leave the city, like there's no looking back.
Mm-hmm. And then, as you're sitting there thinking, all of a sudden you start to flutter as like something keeps hitting your eye, like light through the arrow slit across the room. Some light keeps flashing across and hitting you.
All right, what is it?
You're not sure. It's not really a message, but
it's something getting my attention. Is it across the way? Is it from the tower where we were looking?
It's across the way, and it goes on for about 5 minutes, and then it just stops. And you kind of are staring out the thing. You can see through the arrow slit the outline of the cathedral tower.
Well, that's what I'm saying, where we were looking in on it. So, Okay, so I'm looking there. I mean, is there...
It's way too far away. You can't see. It's just the light flashing at you. And not that helpful outside of there's no reason. Even if the sun would have reflected, it would have stuck on you. This was going back and forth. This is obviously somebody's
signaling me, but it's just like, what can I do about it? I mean,
you don't know what it means. Yep.
Will getting myself out of this cage and then looking through the slit help? Like, if I get myself closer to the wall and look out there, can I maybe see something?
It is hundreds of yards away. The only reason you could see here was because they had the special glass that magnified. But if someone's watching you, they probably even can't see you. They could probably see the arrow slit, but because of the way the arrow slit is, it's like they're just putting a light across the front of the arrow slit for a little while.
The flip side of that coin is the only other person that knows about that is we who did we tell that to? We told it to Bruno, maybe?
Nope.
No.
Only one other person knows about that.
Father and Gregor. We talked.
Father doesn't. Oh, yeah. Father would have known about it. You're right. Yep.
So if it's Gregor, then Gregor's watching me, and he double crossed me. So I kind of don't want him to see me get away with this caper if I do get away with it.
Mm-hmm. Or he knows, because that's the other option too. Maybe he knew that you had no way in the tower,
and he sold me out
and set you up to get you in the tower. Because he sold you out to Xanatos to make sure that when you got turned over, you end up here.
Flip side of that coin is he could have told me.
Yeah, he could have told you, yeah.
So I really have very little reason to trust him because if it was a plan, he could have told me.
He could have told you. Even though, roll your IQ.
9. Pretty good.
Okay. right as you went in, right before you went into the butcher shop, he mentioned something to you, which is sort of getting into your memory now. He was talking about your game earlier the other day at the beginning.
The rad maneuver.
The rad maneuver.
Oh, that's what's going on. He is making it look like to all of our enemies that we have divided.
And you would very clearly lend towards believing that when you get captured, if you don't know that it's true.
Yeah, I as the player forgot that we were basing a good chunk of this on that maneuver, and I completely forgot that detail.
Yes.
So okay, all right, I got it. So, well, I can't stop Sinan, and hopefully Sinan's maneuvers will not hijack any of Gregor's plans. So,
if not, you don't know they're happening, so you have to make your move, right? And if Gregor's already played for it and he doesn't want Sinan to get it, knowing that Sinan hates Gregor, and now if Gregor betrays you, that makes you a good guy in Sinan's mind. And
well, I wasn't.
Would make it possible for him to help you.
I wasn't a bad guy in Sinan's mind, so
no. But now Sinan wouldn't think you're working with Gregor,
right? Yeah.
So in theory, he gave you the option by betraying you.
That's true, and I was all for it. only because, and my justification for it is greed and betrayal, which for this character I think is fair.
Most definitely. Okay, now time passes. The sun goes down. You fall asleep.
Open this door, just because I'm going to need it open later.
Okay, you open up the door.
I mean,
you do kind of come.
Yeah.
You do actually go up and look out to verify that you can't really see anything, because you can. And actually, Sinan didn't take the lockpick from you, even though it became obvious that you had at least one on you. And you actually had another one as well too. But we won't tell the listeners where that one was. And
sock. It's in sock.
And you do kind of look over it, but you just can't. The light actually does start flashing again but then it for another 5 minutes, and then it just stops, and you can't see far enough to do anything about it anyway.
Yeah, it's like, how do I signal him? I can't give him any kind of positive signal back.
But he can see you.
Yeah. All right. Well, then, is there any type of
your hand could probably get up to?
Well, that's what I was about to say. Is there an equivalent of a thumbs up? Is there an appropriate hand gesture that I could?
There's a very rude hand gesture that is the first one that pops into your mind, and so
an affirmative hand gesture, something that would
probably be considered affirmative between you two, especially after how he did this.
Fair enough.
If it's him, which it probably
but
is.
I don't want it to be misconstrued though. I want it to be a positive hand gesture.
You sort of wave up to him backwards, which is sort of like, go off and do your thing. Go off and do your thing. So you wave backwards at him, which is like, go off, do your thing.
Okay.
And so you figure if he's there, he knows
that we're cool. Yeah.
And you do the other one, and then also the tower catches fire. Crap.
He's using the thing as like a heat lens, and he's burning. He's catching things on fire. It's
laid out.
Arsonist. What the heck is going on? Everybody's lighting fires.
Tower explodes, and which is also making you think too that maybe would have the skill set to cause the fire. You're not sure. She knows some Carver magic.
Wait. There is another fire going, like for real?
No.
Oh.
No. Your brain's going back to why the butcher shop just went up.
Oh.
You were very careful that even if it did, it would have taken a while and no one paying attention for it to get to the larder.
Yeah, this accelerated quickly.
It accelerated really quickly. Knows some Carver magic. You don't know if she's capable of doing fire or not, but you're now suspicious that she maybe knew about it. But you're not sure.
So I'm like the butt of everybody.
Gregor is very inventive.
I'm like the butt of everybody's joke in this caper, possibly.
Or the hero.
Well, we'll find out if I succeed.
The only way in. And so then night passes, morning comes up, Cinna comes walking back in, and he has a big smile on his face.
So what's...
And he puts his hand through the door, which is kind of redundant because the door isn't really shut.
Yeah.
But he puts his hand through the thing and
through the
is
bars.
like looking around.
He realizes the door's open.
He's wiggling his hand at you. No, he's just like wiggling his hand at you. Like, hey, I got...
What's up? What's up? Does he have something in his hand?
He kind of does that. He opens the palm of his hand and flashes up, and you see the end of a bone up his sleeve.
Okay.
He's being very coy.
All right, so...
You're not sure why.
Grab it. Oh, well, because, the other dude can teleport, so that's why. All right, we'll grab it and stuff it up my sleeve.
You have to go tonight when I'm gone. Only way this works.
I gotta wait another night?
You can leave tonight, but you have to wait until tonight because the archers will see you in the day. And then we both get killed.
Xanatos isn't gonna be back by... This is the following morning.
I'm pretty sure... Yeah, this is the following morning. I'm pretty sure your friend has that taken care of.
Good deal.
And I'm pretty sure the prince actually left town as well, too.
Okay.
So he's going to be waiting up at the palace for a while.
Well, as long as it makes it to tonight.
It should be, unless he just, like... You see his face kind of like, turn like, oh, crap. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Did Bruno give you any instructions with this thing?
He said...
Do I hold it? Do I tap it? Do I throw it?
He's like, you have to use this as the pick.
Okay.
He said it'll probably come out, and then it should be fine, is what he said. But he wanted to get out of there because Xanatos was sending guys over.
All right. Well.
But he got away, I think. And I don't know. Because I didn't want to be seen with him.
Fair enough.
Okay. Oh, and Eric says you owe him big. Big.
That's fair. It's the only way I'm getting out of this.
Okay. So you sit there, you kind of wait several more hours. Around dusk, the light kind of flashes for about 5 minutes one time and stops.
Okay. I assume that is my cue. Like, that means I'm guessing that Sinan has left. So let's go upstairs and let's see what's up.
So you go upstairs, you walk up, you see the pedestal in front of you, you start pulling out the thing.
I want to gather my escape stuff first. So if I need to empty some bags of rice and like I want to prep all my getaway.
You get a bag of rice cut open and poured out. And
how do I plan on getting out of here too? Because the stairs are on the outside of the tower. Like,
the best way to go would be to lower yourself from the balcony outside of this room.
I know our original plan was to go over the wall.
Yes.
But I have no like rope or anything with me, which was part of the original plan.
You're at a room full of storage stuff. Guess what's up here?
Excellent. All right.
Rope. You have to take a couple together and tie them off.
Fine. So do all of my prep set up first, like anchor it to something, like so that all I got to do is toss the rope. And hopefully Gregor has set it up so that Am is waiting, in a carriage right outside,
Should be down the wall. There's an alley. Right. You just cut up the alley. Now, here's the thing. You actually start to hear some shouting down in the courtyard.
Oh, boy. I have no visibility, do I?
If you go look, you could go spy out the balcony. The light, there's no light up there, so they probably can't see you.
Cautious
up on the balcony.
Cautious glance, really cautious glance.
you notice that there's a fire started on those sticks that were stacked up next to the house last
That's
night.
an excellent diversion. Get to work.
And so, a fire starting not on the tower, but at the house that's part of the or the manor that's part of this little castle.
All right, so
you sit there, you kind
pull the
of
bone out.
get everything ready. You pull out your bone, and you go and you kind of pause for a second.
You need
Before you stick it in?
need to pull that audio, and you pull out your bone. That's the quote of the episode right there.
And you pause before you stick it in.
You pull out your
Because
bone
you're
and you pause before you stick it in.
You're like, I really hope this works.
Yeah, I do, because I don't want to explode.
And then as you go to put it into the locking mechanism, the scene fades to black.
And the episode ends. Oh, no. Bum, 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 bum.
Oh, yes.
Tune in next time, Part 5, the dramatic conclusion of Marcus and the Jewels of Daivvavaahra.
He so almost called it that at the beginning.
I did. Like when we first recorded the intro, I started laughing and almost called it that.
All right, I'm killing it. Thank you so much for listening to the World Builders Anvil.
We would love it if you would share the World Builders Anvil with 2 of your friends.
And so would they.
If they are unfamiliar with podcasts, then you get to introduce them to the wonderful world of podcasting.
Take them to Stitcher or iTunes, or best of all, just send them to our website, www.gardul.com.
That's GARDUL.com.
Now strike while the mithril's hot.